Hey guys, CraftyType1 here, and we are back with, episode 1, episode 2 of We Speak Weekly, our show where we talk about kind of anything Nintendo. My name is Freddy, also known as Crafty, and I also have our co-host Drake.
Hey.
Also known as Lizard. You can check him out in the description down below. But I think we did most of our introductions in the first pilot episode, yeah?
That is true indeed, but just to quickly run it over one more time, I like to review video games. I have a blog, I've got a YouTube channel, and yeah, I'm a happy camper.
Really
happy
cool
to be
stuff.
here.
More video essay kind of style stuff, but very high quality. Yeah, this week we had quite a few interesting updates from Nintendo. We got that weird short film that everyone was kind of talking about. It was a really good marketing strategy. More Pokemon Legends Z-A details, especially the game file size, and another patent for the NSO playtest, which I got a chance to play, so we'll talk a little bit about that too. A lot of cool stuff. So let's just get right into it. I guess get starting with that short film, Nintendo Pictures and the Close to You short film. How did you see this?
I want a baby now.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not getting baby fever, you guys, I promise.
That's crazy. Even Nintendo short film.
Nintendo short film gave me baby fever.
That's funny. I guess to quickly recap, Nintendo uploaded a Close to You, or a YouTube video titled Close to You, and the description as well only had Close to You, so it was like a little mysterious in a sense. It was a cinematic short film that was more like didn't have any like dialogue. It was kind of like more, what do you want to call it, descriptive, or more, acting wise. It was animated. It had, a child taking its first steps, and then the mother walks in, sees her child walking. That's pretty much it. There was also, like, I guess the big thing, there was like a pacifier jumping around a room, but like in weird ways. Like it's another force was kind of moving the pacifier.
And then, the big plot twist is that it was the Pikmin.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So
where they re-released it with the Pikmin.
Yeah, so I didn't know. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't really hold that off. I was gonna hold off that information as like a suspense. But it's already out. Yeah. So then Nintendo actually announced that this was our company, Nintendo Pictures, which we all speculated beforehand. I did a video talking about it before they announced it, and they also released a version where the pacifier is getting moved by Pikmin, or more of like they're turning the visibility on, if that makes sense.
I thought it was very charming.
Yeah,
I liked it.
I thought it was charming too. Like it was just in my feed, and I was like, "What?" Like I honestly, the minute I saw it, I'm like, "I'm making a video on this." And did I think it was Pikmin at first? No, I didn't really think so.
It had like the little Pikmin theme in the background.
It did. I heard that, but like, did I think it was Pikmin?
I feel like it, unless you've really cracked down and played like a bunch of Pikmin, you're probably not gonna notice like a weird, like very low key like remix, like animated.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't even like a
Pikmin
remix.
theme.
It was like they used the motif.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And like then I was like looking online, looking on Reddit, and a lot of people were talking about there was a Pikmin in the background, like running across under the bed. And I'm like, that they're like, people are just seeing things. And I rewatched the video, and there's a red Pikmin running under the bed. And like I don't know if you can see this in my video, but in my video I was like talking about it, and I didn't even believe myself until I rewatched it, and then I saw it, and I'm like, oh, this is Pikmin related.
It's so weird to see humans in Pikmin.
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, overall, I think this is cool. So I think going back to my impressions real quick, I didn't really think it was Pikmin, and a lot of my comments were then mentioning that Pikmin are technically invisible to us. And I actually responded to a bunch of them like, yep, that is 100% what this is. They're probably going to show, probably tomorrow, a version where the Pikmin are visible. And that is exactly what they did. Right now, isn't it exclusively on Nintendo Today?
I don't know, actually.
I haven't been able to find it on YouTube, like an official version on YouTube. So I believe it was yesterday they sent out a tweet saying, announcing that this was made by Nintendo Pictures, which was a company they acquired back in 2022. They acquired an animation company called Dynamo Pictures.
And then they made it Nintendo Pictures.
Made it Nintendo Pictures. Dynamo Pictures helped with a bunch of cutscenes for Pikmin. I believe they helped with Smash Bros. Ultimate. They helped with a bunch of video game cutscenes. So I believe when this came out, or when they originally acquired it, we all were assuming that they were going to make a project, something like this. So yeah, it isn't anything crazy. Do you think there's any meaning behind this?
Well, I think that we can deduce that this is probably just like an animation test, similar to, for example, the jumping lamp animation text from Pixar Animation Studios back in the early 2000s, I believe. Which means that we could see more projects by Nintendo Pictures that are more like full-scale projects. In my opinion, though, if we do get anything, it might be like shorts, or maybe like a very small mini series on a streaming platform or something.
Yeah, that's where, I'm not confused about it, but it just seems very, what are they testing? For me, my initial impressions before I was 100% on this idea was about Pikmin. It was just kind of, seeing how the art style is playing with, everything. Because that art style is fairly unique. It's a mixture of Illumination plus, I don't know, just, with Illumination but remixed. This is the best way I could describe it.
Yeah, it's got its own style to it. I think that, it's pretty run of the mill 3D animation. But I think that it's very solid quality, right? It looks very nice, but I think the main thing that we got to take out of this is that people they've been pushing really hard on putting Nintendo IP and other stuff, and Nintendo IP is very, very strong. It's kind of one of the most important pillars of Nintendo as a company.
Mm-hmm.
So I would not be surprised at all if we started seeing more Nintendo IP being used in stuff like TV shows or promotional material or branding stuff, or maybe even advertisements for other companies, because Nintendo has been really, really pushing their IP into other forms of media, like, theme parks and movies. And
do you think that they're going to make a TV show of some kind? I think that's the dream.
I think so. I think that it's going to happen eventually. There's no reason why they would make a business decision to purchase an entire animation studio and then spend all this money on creating short films for YouTube that are of this high quality.
Yeah,
because this is the pretty high quality stuff.
I would say it's I wouldn't say Pixar level quality, but you could tell a difference between direct to DVD animated movie. This was not that.
Yeah, this looks a lot nicer than your average 3D animated kids show on networks right now. So, yeah, look at something like I know I'm throwing a random show under the bus, but think about Ruby, for example.
Yeah,
RWBY,
I think
and then
it had its own.
It's got its own art style, but it was definitely indie animation.
Yeah, I was about to say it's its own charm, but specifically indie animation charm.
Certainly.
Yeah.
So this is not giving indie animation at all.
Yeah, it's interesting because before, so on the 7th, they released Close to You. They did not say that this was by Nintendo Pictures. They just released it. Again, the title was Close to You. The description was Close to You. That was it. And then the day later, they then announced it was Nintendo Pictures. Like, aha, this is it. But we all saw it from a mile away. I want to read you the exact tweet, by the way, that they posted on the 8th. They said, how were the 2 Close to You videos released consecutively for 2 days starting on October 7th? The second video can be viewed on Nintendo Today. These are the first short movies produced by Nintendo Pictures. Nintendo Pictures will continue to take on various challenges with videos in the future. Yeah. I think the word various challenges, it could mean like a bigger project as a whole. Because, as what Miyamoto wanted to do is, get Nintendo IPs in more than just, video games, if that makes sense. And as he done with like movies.
Hear me out. A promotional Metroid video promoting Metroid Prime 4 to get the hype up.
I'm not gonna lie. Originally, when they acquired Dynamo Pictures, I thought they just bought this so they can have an in-house studio working on cutscenes.
But then they never use them.
I mean, I knew because this was like 2 years ago when they acquired Dynamo Pictures. I knew it was gonna take a while until they, had something, because animation takes a while. So
that is true.
I think they probably started working on this, maybe shortly after acquiring them and reestablishing it. So maybe this took about a year and a half.
Maybe. Either way, it's exciting. I don't know how much more they have on the pipeline, but
I am wondering what is in the pipeline, because you've seen the cutscenes as well for, I wouldn't even really call them cutscenes. They're more like in-game cutscenes for Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Those are crazy, and I wonder if they have.
But that's just Retro Studios cooking as usual.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I'm a little biased, but they're really good at making gorgeous games on very weak hardware. Because Prime 4 is a Switch 1 title, so it's running on a 2015 Android tablet processor with 4 gigs of RAM.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it is honestly crazy what they can do. It is interesting as well that in that tweet they did link to a Nintendo Pictures website. I don't know if this was up before the video. Because, this could have been a massive advertising kind of campaign to get animators to animate for Nintendo.
That's true.
But some of the jobs they have listed are story development, concept art creator, 3D CG designer, 3D CG animator, rigger, literally every position you need for a 3D animated studio.
And that's interesting too, because if they're building a smaller team of people to just be working on animation projects and stuff, I don't know. I'm excited. It's interesting to see what we might get out of this.
Yeah, I'm probably the last thing. I wonder if they're trying to not partner with Illumination for projects, because to me, it seems if they have the capacity to make their own studio, why even hire a second company like Illumination? Especially if they're a Japanese-based company that's committed to quality, and no one could technically do it as best as they could. Is the normal mentality when it comes to a Japanese company.
Actually, I think I disagree on that one.
You think so?
I think so. The only reason why is because Nintendo and Universal have a pretty substantial partnership.
You're not wrong, yeah.
Because of Universal Studios, and Illumination is a very talented studio when it comes to animation. Everything they make is gorgeous, to be honest.
You're not wrong.
So other than that, I don't know about the quality of the rest of their content, but at least their animation is just absolutely gorgeous. So, realistically, Nintendo Pictures is probably for smaller projects that don't have to do with Illumination, because
Yeah, probably like ads or I mean, again, I'm hoping.
TV shows maybe.
Unfortunately, no anime. I think we all kind of
No
want
anime.
that Super Smash Bros. On the Wii U animated trailer. I just want
Oh
that.
my gosh. I would freaking love a Kid Icarus anime, or even like, dude, I either that or give me like, honestly, another Code Recollection would be cool.
Honestly,
Famicom Detective Club, that
I
would
think
also be really
this
cool as an anime.
This is some way they could revive their, like, I'm not gonna say dead I got their dead properties. Imagine an F-Zero, and I'm not gonna. It's okay. I don't want to say anime because they're clearly not going into the anime space. They're going into the 3D animation space. But like an F-Zero Speed Racer style, either like short film or movie, or or like 20-minute episode, would be crazy.
Do you remember? Oh my god! Do you remember the original F-Zero anime that they had, where Captain Falcon was like, "I love Jesus Christ"?
What? I don't remember.
No, there's like a very devout Christian version of Captain America. Captain
America,
Falcon.
Captain Falcon.
Sorry, I've been reading the new Captain America comics. They're pretty good.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm picturing like the other series that they could like change or put into like a short film. Punch Out. Punch Out's already got adapted into like the 3D space. I could totally see them doing like maybe a 4-minute short film of like a Punch Out boxing bout, I think is what they're called. I think that'd be cool.
Okay, wait. Actually, I'm gonna back up. I was wrong. That was a meme.
Okay, I was like, there is no way. I don't like if there was
Okay.
a Captain Falcon anime, I would have known about it.
No, excuse me. That was blatantly wrong, dude. I said that with my chest. My bad.
Misinformation. No, I'm kidding.
Misinformation. How dare?
If you guys are listening to this and know what meme Lizard or Drake is talking about, let us know in the comment section. But is there any property that you would like to see either like, I guess, reanimated? I know there's a lot of animations out there by Nintendo Pictures.
You know what? I want Famicom Detective Club.
Oh,
I would like to see a Famicom Detective Club miniseries. That would be cool.
That would be cool. Like, oh yeah, each short could be its own little,
Like its own little mystery, yeah.
yeah. I mean,
we got basically Saw. We got basically a Saw adaptation
yeah.
for freaking Emio the Smiling Man.
Yeah, that's what I honestly thought this was supposed to be originally. Because, like, Emio, the Smiling Man, it's the same thing. It was just the Smiling Man, and the description was the Smiling Man. So I thought I'm not going to say it was like a horror game of any kind, but I thought it was something similar.
Similar, like, just teasing, like, something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that kind of wraps up. We've talked a lot about, Close to You, Nintendo Pictures. I think it's exciting. It's probably going to be another year or two before we see their next project, especially because I don't think their team is big. Yeah, they're actively still hiring, so full-time positions too.
They're working on it.
They're working on it. But of course, I'd love to see animations for Animal Crossing, Splatoon. I think would be crazy. But
Oh man, that would be cool.
yeah. Okay, on to our next topic.
Okay, yeah, I'll ask later.
Oh no, go
I'll
ahead.
ask later.
Go ahead.
How would a Splatoon like short series work? Like, how would you want that
adapt
to work?
the manga?
Oh my god, the manga is so goofy.
That's it.
I love it.
Adapt the manga.
I haven't read it all, but
yeah, it's good. It's good. If you guys haven't read it,
okay,
read it. I think it's on Shonen Jump.
the only Nintendo
it's on
manga
Viz.
I've read was the Twilight Princess manga, which was like super dark for some reason.
Okay, I read all of the little side tangent. Read the Legend of Zelda manga. They're pretty good. Yeah,
The
I think
Ocarina of Time one is good.
Yeah, they add a lot more character, but of course it's like a story, so you're gonna get more character than the games. But yeah, fun. Highly recommend if you ever want to read. Next topic we have Pokemon Legends Z-A preload file size. I believe this went live on Sunday of this week, or last week, I should say. Preloads, you're able to preload Pokemon Legends Z-A. And the file size is for Switch 1 is approximately 4 gigs flat, and the Switch 2 is 7.7 gigs. Any initial impressions, initial thoughts? Did you preload the game already?
No, I'm getting it physically.
Oh, really?
I purchase every single one of my games physically.
Just because like I play it day and date, like, you know, the 9 o'clock on Thursday, I always have to preload. I haven't yet, but I'm probably gonna do that with the DLC. I'm the problem. You don't
even know what the DLC is gonna be. You don't know what how dare. I'm just kidding, Crafty.
Yeah,
you're good.
It is interesting that the Switch 2 is nearly almost double of what the Switch 1 version is.
It makes sense. I mean, think about like last gen versions of games versus current gen versions. Elden Ring on Xbox One is 37 gigs, and then on Xbox Series X, it's like 80 gigs. The textures make a big difference for file size, and I'm sure that they're probably using 4K textures because of the ample RAM configuration that we have present on the Switch 2.
Wait, yeah, I don't think has that been confirmed yet? Do we know?
Yeah,
it's gonna run
got
at
12 gigs of RAM.
No, I'm talking about is Pokemon Legends Z going to run at 4K?
Probably not. I'm guessing it's going to be the same as Scarlet and Violet, which was like,
you think?
1080p being upscaled to like 1440p or 4K with DLSS.
Let me see. But yeah, I mean, I would think, because like honestly, this is how I grab my thumbnails too. Pokemon Legends Z-A, the trailers go up to 4K.
Oh, that's true.
But let me see. Yeah, I would be surprised. I don't know. It would be awesome. I mean, there's just be another reason. Yeah. I think it's 4K 60. Yes, the Switch 2 edition of Pokemon Legends Z supports 4K resolution when played on compatible TV through a Switch 2 dock.
That's cool. Actually, that's a major improvement from Scarlet and Violet, which was 1080p with a 4K upscale with DLSS.
Apparently, there's a quality mode and a performance mode. Quality mode is 4K at 60. Performance is 120 at 1080.
Oh, wait, that's really cool, actually.
Are they really doing that? Hold on, let me. This could be misinformation podcast 101.
Oh my gosh, we're doing the Nintendo Tuber thing.
We're doing the Nintendo Tuber thing.
Guys, the Nintendo Switch 2 has 32 gigabytes of RAM and an RTX 3080 Ti.
I mean, I would be surprised just because, again, the trailers are... Yeah. Okay, so there is a performance and there is a quality mode. This was confirmed by direct feed capture. The 4K 60. I don't think the 1080 120 has not been used in any direct feed capture, so we don't know if that's been official yet.
If it is, it'd be cool, but I'm just gonna hold my reservation.
For 4K,
I'm happy with 60 FPS.
Okay,
I'm not surprised.
Stable 60.
I mean, the Switch 2 has VRR, right? It's got variable refresh rate, so even if it isn't stable, we're not gonna be able to tell.
Yeah, I think like it being 60 is fine. As long as it doesn't go below 30, I'm okay. But I know we're gonna get flamed by chat or by the comments. But yeah, I think every single like hype video I make for Pokemon, everyone's like, I'm getting excited over the bare minimum. But I really don't think so when it comes to this. I think it's gonna run pretty smoothly, at least on the Switch 2. Switch 1, I frankly don't care.
I mean, I care because
I'm sorry.
a lot of my friends are gonna be playing on Switch 1.
Yeah.
And like the Switch 2 is a premium product, right? I don't think it's accessible to everybody. So, I mean, a lot of kids are going to be playing this game on like a Switch Lite, for example. So I'm really hoping that it runs well on the Switch 1.
Yeah.
I
mean, I'm
other
assuming
than that though,
it's 720 on like the handheld side on the Switch One.
I'm guessing it's gonna be like the 600p 30 FPS resolution we saw in Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, I mean, even then, I don't know if you remember that hack where if you like output your Switch resolution on dock in Scarlet and Violet, it actually runs smoother if you did it at 480. Yeah, that used to be a thing. Not anymore because of all the patches, but yeah.
That's weird that they removed that.
I didn't remove it. It was just kind of useless now. You just didn't really get to see much difference.
I think that the other thing that's interesting too is that it's like, I mean, realistically, the Switch 2 is pretty powerful hardware compared to the Switch 1, and this is a Switch 1 title.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much everything that runs on the Switch 2 realistically should run at much higher resolutions and frame rates with improved quality.
Yeah.
Across the board. Like, I mean, this thing is, it's basically, it's a lot closer to Series S, right? So, it's a pretty big leap in quality. So I'm guessing that the Switch 2 version is going to be pretty serviceable. I'm just happy for the good frame rate. Honestly, the graphics don't look that great to me otherwise, just because everything's like weird flat billboard like buildings and like.
Yeah. And I think that's like
it looks like a 360 game being emulated at 4K.
It is unfortunate because like I do agree there is some things that hold it back, but for me, and I know like I get grilled on this, I just think like I'm excited to get a smooth Pokemon game, and I know it's like I'm rewarding them for being bad at making games, but let me be excited, okay?
You know what, Crafty, I'm gonna have your back on this one. I agree. I'm excited for 60 FPS. I mean, yeah, the buildings look pretty bad, but this is also Switch 1 stuff. This is being designed for pretty weak hardware.
Yeah.
And I mean, at least they're not... Oh, sorry?
No. I mean, I'm not really complaining too much. I think it's more of just a model thing, but I really do think the game looks good, at least on the Switch 2, of what we've seen.
Yeah, I think it looks fine. Like, I don't think that the average person is going to give any second thought to like looking up at the building and seeing that the windows are a little bit flatter than they should be.
I guess you're not wrong, yeah.
Like, I mean, the game generally looks pretty solid. And when talking about something like Scarlet and Violet, those games were just really ambitious for Switch 1 hardware and were not very well optimized, but also had a lot of really weird like quirks, like the character models in Scarlet and Violet were super high quality and had like really nice looking hair and textures, and like you would look at their eyes and rotate the model and you'd see that their eyes had depth to them. So I think that there was they tried to do a lot of stuff with Scarlet and Violet that was really not suited for Switch hardware and would have been better suited on something like last generation hardware.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with this game, it looks like they're doing a lot better in understanding what works with the Switch 1 and what doesn't, which is why I think that certain things look the way they do, but it also means that the Switch 1 version will probably run pretty okay, which is good news for Switch 1 players.
Yeah, I'm interested to see the numbers, and, you know, we'll probably do, you know, our impressions on that when, you know, Switch 1 numbers comes out. But yeah, I think as you said, they have spent, well, how long has it been? Like 8, 6,
About
7?
2 years.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like 7 years with the Switch. They've developed games on the Switch now. So they kind of know how to develop for it.
Well,
okay, I'm like, okay, I
know
they should. They should.
I mean, the Switch is the same system that can run The Witcher 3 and Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
So
like
they got no excuse.
Yeah, they don't. I mean, this is probably a good segue to, I guess, talking about file sizes. So the Switch 1 version is 4 gigs, so that's what we're going to kind of compare all these file sizes to. Pokemon Sword and Shield was 12.4 gigs. And, like, you know, I'm expecting it not to be as big as Sword and Shield because, you know, it's not an actual mainline game. It's a spin-off. But Pokemon Legends Arceus was 6.1 gigs. and then Scarlet and Violet was 7 gigs. Is that concerning at all to you?
Not really. It's a smaller scale game, I would say. Well, not smaller scale in terms of production value, but it's only in one city. So there's that to consider, right? There's not a lot of area that they have to put in. When designing a game, the biggest factors for like file size are probably gonna be like 3D models and textures and music and that sort of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it looks like they're like, once again, it looks like they're really paring down on stuff like polygon count and stuff like that for optimization purposes. It's a smaller area to explore, and I mean, development gets easier over time, and like compression stuff has gotten a lot better for Nintendo over the past couple of years as well. Looking at like file sizes for other titles for the Switch.
Yeah.
Especially compared to their other platforms or competitors, I suppose. Like looking at the file size for Fortnite on the Switch versus the file size for Fortnite on the Xbox.
Yeah.
For example. So I'm guessing that's a big contributing factor. But also there's no voice acting. There's no super long cutscenes, I'm certain. We don't know that there's not voice acting, but there's definitely not voice acting.
There's definitely not.
Yeah, I'm guessing that the only difference in between Legends Z-A and Switch 1 and Switch 2 is the texture quality.
Do you think? Yeah, I mean, yeah.
In terms of the file size.
100%. I'm pretty sure, because I think it's practically confirmed that this is the same exact game. It's just a Switch 2 edition. It's getting yeah. So I think that difference is definitely texture quality. I think my main concern is like Pokemon Legends Arceus being 6 gigs and this game being basically 4 gigs flat.
Well, there was more land to explore in Legends Arceus, right?
And then I think you mentioned that. I think they're reusing a lot of assets because, as you said, this is basically one massive area, one city. And I think, again, I'm not really too worried, but if I were to worry, this is where, my worries would come from. But I think you're right. They just did, better job optimization. Nintendo's known for optimizing pretty well. Game Freak. I wonder like how much Nintendo has stepped in to help support after the whole Scarlet and Violet incident.
Well, I think they were actually just given a healthy development cycle.
That too, yeah.
They got more time to work on this, and I mean, honestly, if it were up to me, those dudes should unionize or something. But like, I don't know. I mean, it seems like they got more time to work on their stuff. So I'm hoping that this is a project made with a lot more love than some of the previous Pokemon titles released in the past couple of years.
100%. I do think you're right. They did have a lot more time working on this game. Or wasn't this delayed too?
I don't think it was delayed.
It was like kind of presumably delayed.
They said that they were going to take longer on it, and they did.
Yeah. I think, I guess we could briefly talk about this, but I think this is definitely a topic on its own. But, Gen 10 is still going to be on Switch 1. This is going to be basically how Gen 10 is going to perform on the Switch 1. If this game performs poorly, Gen 10 on the Switch 1 is not going to be going good.
Well, what makes you think that this is going to be the same engine that Gen 10 is using?
That is a good point. I think it's an updated engine. Like they reiterated on the Scarlet and Violet engine. The models, the whole graphic style the lighting engine makes me think that they did do some remapping of textures. Like, they changed the way the shiny glossiness works on Pokemon and the rough texture on Pokemon works. But I do think this is the same engine, and I do think Gen 10 is going to be using the same one as well.
I wonder. I mean, you're probably right. I don't know if Gen 10 will release on the Switch 1 if the adoption rates for the Switch 2 version compared to the Switch 1 version of Legends Z-A are like a healthy split.
I think it will.
And then I guess we could see Gen 10. But the thing is, though, is that this is an anniversary title, and I'm sure they're going to want to take advantage of the hardware releasing. I mean, the hardware just being so much better on the Switch 2.
Mm-hmm.
But also, Game Freak is trying their chops at current generation development with
their newest game. What's it called?
I forget right now.
Yeah.
I was excited for it.
We talked about it last episode too.
Beast of Reincarnation.
Beast of Reincarnation, yes.
Which I'm guessing will probably come to Switch 2 as well. But honestly, yeah, with Game Freak kind of pushing their chops more for like AAA game development and like just much prettier assets and stuff for current generation systems. I mean, they're probably going to use that experience for the Switch 2 Pokemon titles. And if Gen 10 is an anniversary game, we could finally see that like very high fidelity Pokemon game that people have been asking for a pretty long time.
Mm-hmm. No,
who knows though? This is all speculation.
I agree 100%. We'll probably save Gen 10 for like a whole nother podcast episode just because we haven't even gotten ZA. Classic Pokemon fan. But yeah, we haven't gotten the file sizes for Mega Dimension as well, just to throw that out there. But it depends. Like, we'll see once it comes out, but I'm interested.
300 megabytes.
For which one?
The DLC. 300 megabytes.
Right
Here
now,
you go. You get 20 minutes of new content.
I mean, right now, if you download the DLC, you just get like some exclusive free outfits. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was something like that.
Is that why you're getting the DLC? So you can be dripped out?
Yeah. They're not even good
No,
outfits.
don't hesitate.
They're not even good outfits though. It depends. I wonder if the collector's anxiety, okay? I don't know if they're going to take away the free outfits, okay?
Whoa, dude, I'm not hating on you.
No, you're good.
You have a Nintendo YouTube channel. If anybody's going to purchase the DLC, it should probably be you.
You're funny. Yeah, no,
I won't, but that's because I'm poor.
That's we'll see. I might not, but it just depends. I still got to preload the game. I'm gonna probably do that right after this pod. So we'll get ready when I do like my 3-day stream.
OMG, I can't wait. I'll definitely drop by.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be live for 72 hours, so plenty of time. All right. Well,
I believe in you.
I think that's enough about Pokemon. Next big topic that we have, Nintendo Switch. More news on the Nintendo Switch online playtest program. Were you ever a part of this? Did you ever keep up with any of the news?
I kind of didn't want to be spoiled too much when I heard it was a sandbox game. I'm a huge sandbox fan. I like No Man's Sky and Minecraft, and
I'd say it's more like No Man's Sky than Minecraft. So you guys didn't know, got to play it. I didn't sign no NDA, but Nintendo's been striking a bunch of stuff that I do put out regarding it. So
so you got the chance to play this?
Yes. I won't talk about. We might save it for another pod or something, or another episode. But I don't know if this is like the debate is this an actual game, or is this just testing the Nintendo servers? Because, I mean, the servers were definitely put to its test. There was like over 100 people in some lobbies in an actual world. Everyone interacting with blocks. So, yeah. To me, like all the stuff in that test, existing stuff already there, it was way too fleshed out to be like a test of some kind.
I think we'll see it next year.
You think? I mean, I could honestly, I was talking about it with. I mean, I might have streamed ish on Discord, but I was talking about it with chat, and we were like saying, this would be like the perfect NSO exclusive game. You need Nintendo Switch Online to play it. The way that, with interacting with people, you have there's a point system where the amount of people that follow you, you get like creator points as well on there. I forgot what they were called, but there's like two different types of development points and creator points. One is for helping other people, the other one is creating for other people, stuff like that. But yeah, enough about that. There was a new patent that was it's about this game. You could tell it's very specifically about this playtest. It says the new patent details a spatial interaction system, letting players select or interact with objects by moving around them. So this was already in the game. So essentially, like, you had like a rope. Think of it like as a rope, and you could lay the rope around these blocks, and then the moment you start tugging on it, you then pick up all the blocks your ropes are tied around. Does that make sense?
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, this wasn't patented, but this was already in the game. They just now patented this system.
I don't mean to like be a grump about this, but I've not been a big fan of Nintendo patenting gameplay mechanics.
Yeah, didn't they try doing that with Pokemon?
No, they literally did.
Yeah.
In like the US patent system, like monster summoning mechanics are just like a patented thing. It's pretty screwed up. It's very anti-small creator.
I wonder if they think this
big corporation establishment evil garbage type stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely agreeing on you. I don't think game mechanics should be able to get patented. I wonder if they think that this is going to be big, like as in like, I'm not going to say as big as Pokemon, but for them to patent something like this, to me at least solidifies that maybe we're going to see this in some sort of way.
I definitely think we're going to see it as like an actual game title sometime soon.
Mm-hmm. So people were data mining the game too. There was like a data mine.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't say data mined because like most of it was server sided, but the client side, a lot of there's a recurring name called Until It Clicks, which makes a lot of sense with the gameplay overview.
I'm excited. I don't know what else to say about it. I don't know that much about the game because
I would love to do, I don't know, maybe like a bonus or just like if we ever don't have any news to talk about, just straight up talking about. You ask me questions, I could talk about it, because as long as there isn't any audio, I don't think Nintendo would find it. I don't know. Maybe
we could just talk about it on our free time.
Yeah, that too.
I don't want to get you in trouble.
I'm not going to be too worried about it. But yeah, very cool. As much as we don't really like patenting game mechanics, I think this is at least aiding into the fact that we'll probably see this game sooner or later.
I'm excited to see the game.
Yeah, it was fun. It legitimately was fun. I think I spent way too much playing it though. Like the whole like quote unquote New Horizons experience, where I spent like every single waking moment of my day playing it till
it's that good.
I mean, like it was part of the reason where I only had limited access. Like, I only got to play it for a week.
So you were like, you gotta get your licks
but then I did a lot, and then I saw what other people was doing, but they spent way longer than I did too. So it was cool. Yeah.
I love it when Nintendo does creative projects like this where you can share like user created content, because they seldom do that because they're such a careful company when it comes to online interactions.
Yeah, and it was so interesting how they implemented the user generated content and stuff, because you had to get like a license and you had to actually participate in a class. And if you failed the quiz, you wouldn't be able to create anything for like other people to see.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's interesting that that's a thing, and honestly, good for them for making sure that people can't be toxic and gross, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, the last time we really saw something with this much user-generated content was Swapnote, and then before that, Flipnote Studio.
Yeah.
So, whenever Nintendo fans get the opportunity to express their creativity in, like, a game, they always do an awesome freaking job. Nintendo fans are some of the most creative, like, of like any fandom. I love going to Star Trek conventions and stuff like that. And like Nintendo fans and Star Trek fans are both very, very creative groups. And I love that a lot about them. It's probably why I'm such a big Nintendo fan in part.
I 100% agree. Yeah, I think the Nintendo fan base as a whole, very creative people. Very interested to see where this goes.
I mean, even like the Splatoon Mayverse messages
Oh
are
yeah,
so
I
creative a lot
was
of
just
the
thinking of
time.
Miiverse while talking about user-generated content, because yeah, that was just like, yeah, you see very talented artists.
Do you think that we're gonna get like a Nintendo Switch Online like hub that uses this game engine?
I would think that this would be the hub, because like the way that it was, you could like so it was. I wish they kind of made up their mind. They made it like a survival game, and I don't want to go too much into it. We'll save this for another episode. But they made it into a survival game where you had to take back this part of the world, and then you could basically play Minecraft creative mode in it. But it's like,
That's cool. That sounds cool.
It is cool. Yeah, I don't know. We'll talk about this later. But yeah.
No worries. Okay, let's move on.
But yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, let us know in the comment section if you want us to talk more about the Nintendo Switch Online playtest. Maybe it was a slow week. I think the next 2 weeks are going to be busy, especially with ZA, but we'll find some time.
Man, so many cool games coming out this month.
Yeah.
I hope we get Elden Ring.
Speaking of games, not last month, or not this month, but last month on the 25th of September, we got Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Everyone, I think when this initially came out, they were saying that it was gonna like overtake Mario Kart. Have you played it at all? Did you play the open beta?
I did not, but I watched one of my friends play it on Discord.
Yeah.
So I sat through a lot of that.
So
it looks like a really cool game.
Mm-hmm. Sega is kind of advertising this as a more skill-based racing game than a party racing game. And the reason why I bring this up, it's been kind of like 2 weeks since this has been on store shelves. And the Japanese charts just got their numbers in for like overall sales of the game, especially with, every other game on there. And they did not beat Mario Kart World at all. So in Japan on the second week, they sold 5,500 units, while Mario Kart World stays strong at the number 2 spot with 35,000 units of that week. So yeah, Sonic Racing isn't like quote unquote beating Mario Kart in that regard.
I mean, not really. Like any other like new game release, it's gonna take a chunk of players out of an older game, like player base. But that's not gonna be everybody. And there's always gonna be people like me who are just gonna stick with Mario Kart because they're already playing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know. I mean, I think that Sega does what Nintendo don't sometimes, but I like Mario Kart right now. I don't think they're as comparable as people keep saying they are.
I don't think
they're pretty
so
different
either. I think like Sega did a good job differentiating themselves. Like if you think that like Sega releasing a racing game the same year as a new Mario Kart, it's kind of like they're shooting themselves in the foot. But I think they did a good job kind of adding value. I think, having Joker playable, having Minecraft, Steve, and Alex playable.
The Creeper as well, I think.
Yeah, adds this sort of Smash Kart vibe that I think a lot of people wanted in Mario Kart. It's very attractable. Or, very attractive, I should say. And
Did you play?
I played the beta, yeah.
No, I was going to ask, did you play All-Stars Racing?
I did, yeah, on the 3DS and on the PS3.
Yes, it's honestly, Crossworlds is just another like Sonic All-Star Racing game.
Yeah,
those games had a lot of cool crossovers too.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know.
So this is more the same.
If I'm like conditioned in a certain way because I played Mario Kart so much, it's like I think when I was playing it, it was more of I just can't vibe with the way the carts drive. If that makes sense.
They're heavier.
They are a little heavier. And it was like, is it weird? Like, should Sega actually just try and replicate Mario Kart?
No. They've got their own feel. People really like the Sonic Racing games.
But I think overall, we can use this as an opportunity to talk about Sonic Racing. What is the Metacritic score on it? Because, like, honestly, when the game first came out, everyone was kind of, from what I felt, everyone was saying that it was like way better than Mario Kart World, and that
no, people like sorry, I keep on.
No, go ahead.
My bad. People freaking love this game. I've seen a lot of very, very positive reviews on it. It's received universal acclaim.
Yeah, I mean, let me look at the Metacritic score. Yeah, it's actually not that bad. 82.
Like, I mean, I think IGN rated it a 9 out of 10, which, I mean, they're IGN, so take it with a grain of salt. But, I don't know. I've seen a lot of really positive stuff about this game, and like my friends are all talking about it and still getting online to play it with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've seen them in like the Discord group chat, all playing Sonic Racing, and like, I don't think that. No, this game is. I mean, it's also. I think it has crossplay. I might be incorrect.
Yeah, so I'm going to say the one benefit I'm going to give it is it has crossplay, and it actually has Sega's PR team on Twitter has said that before. I think during a Nintendo Direct, they showed off, they released another trailer revealing, I think it was SpongeBob, the same day.
Yeah, SpongeBob and Patrick.
Yeah, was that the same day as the Direct? And they also was like, they basically said, we do a Nintendo having crossplay in our kart racer. And I do think that's a massive benefit for them, and just, people as a whole. But yeah,
I mean, I feel like it's the reason why people are trying to say it's better is when I don't really think they're as comparable as people say they are, because they both have their use cases and their niches, right? But I think the major difference is that Sega and like their PR team is really good at connecting with their fans and understanding what their fans want and making adjustments for their player base, while Nintendo actively has made decisions to kind of basically give the middle finger to like some of their less players, especially more serious players, which feels very like it feels very like out of touch.
Yeah, 100%.
Where it's like they ignore people's requests for things online when it's really not too difficult to program some of that stuff into the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with the latest patch, they made a big effort to make things a little better.
Yeah, I think you're talking about,
I will say,
3-lap track controversy. That's basically the biggest thing. Or Nintendo is not listening to the fans.
There's quite a few things.
Yeah, well, I'd say that's the big thing when it comes to Mario Kart right now. Basically, if you guys didn't know, in online lobbies, you used to be able to hit random, and it would always take you to a 3-lap track. So you'd go around the track, 3 times, instead of their intermission system, where you drive from one track to the other, and then do 1 lap in that actual track. Which is a little disappointing, because some of the intermissions are just straight lines. Nintendo... So how did they exactly fix it? I did not cover this. I actually haven't played Mario Kart since its update. Do you know?
I don't think they fully acknowledged and fixed the issue, but they added a lot of changes to the game that fixed balance issues and also stuff like the 3-lap courses. So before, the likelihood of a 3-lap course appearing during an online lobby was under 30% or something like that.
I think it was 10%. Yeah, when I initially covered it on the second update, it was 10%. And I believe they upped it to 25 after that. And then that's when I kind of stopped playing. I haven't played since. But I did hear that they did, make it favorable.
It's a lot better, yeah. Most of the time when I play Mario Kart World Online, I get a 3-lap course option and then 2 regular
and
options.
Honestly, that's what I was kind of hoping for. If they had really 1 of 3 options, they could always make it where it's 2 intermission courses and a 3-lap course. They can make a classic mode, which is 3 laps, or they could just go back to where random was always 3-lap tracks, which I don't think they would.
I mean, I think that there's a lot to be desired in terms of customization for online gameplay, especially with friends. They just
100%.
now patched in the ability to join players that are on your friends list who are playing in a knockout tour.
I heard about that.
That was new.
that
They
is
added
crazy.
the tracker to the map, so now you can track your collectibles on the map, which is a huge change.
Yeah, that was like in their second update. So like I'm gonna give them a little credit. Like I think they just didn't really understand, but yeah.
I mean they've added and changed stuff. I would like to see more game modes in online, like you just said.
Yeah, there's, I think to me there's a
what do you think about Mario Kart World?
I mean, there's a difference between adding new game modes and then adding fixes. Like, of course, game modes, I expect the next, a quote unquote game mode to be a part of like some massive DLC or, some massive update. So that isn't going to come anytime soon. But, stuff like the 3-lap tracks where you honestly just are tweaking values, I feel like should be fixed almost instantaneously. Or like, a week from when you hear the fan feedback. Nintendo hasn't. Kind of going off of how Sega actually does do that, the physical Switch 2 version got delayed because it's not on a key card.
I think it does with Nintendo. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I mean, to be fair, they always put all their games on physical cartridges.
Except Persona 3 Reload.
Talking about Nintendo published games. But
Nintendo is always cool with their physical releases.
Yeah, so I think after the backlash, Sega they made a PR statement saying that they're going to delay the physical Switch. You can still buy the Switch 2 version of, what was it? It's Crossworlds.
Crossworlds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you cannot. You can buy it digitally. You just can't buy it physically until early 2026. I believe they did say you could buy the Switch 1 version 2 physically, and you get it upgraded for free. I might be wrong, but I believe I heard something like that. Yeah,
I'm unsure.
Yeah, I'm unsure about that. But very cool. I'm wondering if that means that like maybe start of next year we're gonna see more just normal game cartridges out in the wild, because I don't manufacturing is subtly changing based off of just kind of like metrics that we were able to publicly see.
Third-party games that aren't on game key cards are selling poorly, while third-party games on regular cards are selling very well.
Well, that and the main manufacturer of these key cards made like projected sales through the roof during their most recent shareholder meeting, and they also stated that they're going to start making more versions of cards, so we can infer that those cards are going to be made for Switch 2 titles.
I am excited, and I really hope so.
Yeah. No, I mean...
Yeah, I don't... Sorry.
No, I just... Yeah, I'm excited as well. I'm excited to see what these third-party developers are finally going to do with not releasing remakes, and also releasing them on the card. Because I think that's just going to have a lot of people actually want to play games on the Switch 2.
I mean, like, the thing that's so exciting about the Switch 2 is that it does have the potential to be the one and only console for people, because it's got the specs to do so.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and that's why I mean, like, when I purchased the Switch 2, I did so partially in anticipation for the idea of having a Nintendo system that's powerful enough to run third-party titles pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
On a 4K display, no less, which is just so impressive.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think it's great. I have a question though for you, Crafty, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Do you normally get digital or physical?
Oh, digital.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I said this before. I think ever since, it was Sword and Shield, actually, I started getting digitally just because I started doing the launch streams where, I do the countdown and then I play the game immediately after the countdown's over. You can't really do that physically. So, yeah, that's basically it. The whole reason.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
No, that actually makes sense.
I used to double buy games, but then I don't bust out the card at all either. So it's like, yeah, it's just a waste.
I get you. I'm pretty aggressive about having games on a shelf just because I have like a little thing with most of my friends where I'll share my games with them. I don't know if this is something that a lot of people do, but like whenever I'm hanging out with my homies, we swap games and then we just give them back when we're done. And
you're not going to
because
use
of that?
Nintendo's virtual card system?
No, I use that too. Actually, but it's not as convenient as just handing somebody a cartridge.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, that and you have to be in the same family and everything.
But also, I already have a pretty big library of physical games, and I don't want to stop collecting them. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And they save on storage, so I haven't gotten a micro SD card yet for my Switch 2. I'm just using the base storage, and it's been no problem because
like
most of my
128
games
right
are
now,
physical.
no? Yeah, it is.
It's 256, and I have like 100 gigs left.
I mean, if you're just getting Nintendo properties, that's going to last you for a while, or Nintendo published games.
Yeah.
But,
and I mean, I've got like 4 third-party games, and all of them still fit on the system.
Well,
okay,
then again, it's like, isn't it like Cyberpunk 70 gigs, or is it 40? It's still
Cyberpunk is a pretty ginormous
it's a
game.
big chunk.
But I've got the physical, so I didn't have to download anything.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
And I had to download the update, but it was like not even a gigabyte. I have Star Wars Outlaws and Yakuza, and those are both pretty chunky games, but they fit well on the Switch storage. They gave us a pretty okay amount for launch.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Have you filled up your storage yet?
I have not. No.
Yeah.
Barely. I think I also have like a 512 gig SSD. I remember when like everyone was buying up the specific Express SanDisks. Yeah, I was able to get a hold of them.
They're pretty pricey, so I haven't been able to like
honestly,
put aside
just
the money.
Prime Day or now this Black Friday is perfect opportunity.
I mean, and considering how cool they are, they're definitely worth it.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't mean to bombard you with questions like that. Yeah. Are you ready to move on? Or
yeah. So, I guess speaking of, third-party games, I think our last big topic for today. Do you keep up with a lot of third-party publishers?
Yes, I am very, very adamant on following that stuff because the Switch is my primary system.
Yeah, probably the biggest third-party game to come out next, or say third-party indie game, is Mina the Hollower.
Yes.
By Yacht Club Games, creator of Shovel Knight. It got delayed though from October 31st to early 2026. I mean, to me, like, I played the demo when I got announced on the Indie World. Yeah, super fun.
It's so good.
It reminds me so much of like classic Link's Awakening art style. The combat's super smooth. I feel like for a top-down game just like that.
The frame rate is nice too.
Oh yeah,
it's really nice to have 120.
I think that was like the only game during that showcase that was like 120.
Yeah, we're starting to see more now, but that's just because developers are getting grips with the system.
Yeah, exactly. That, and they're probably actually getting dev kits, but that's a whole other That's a whole other conversation.
Oh well, yeah, other conversations.
Yeah. So yeah, the studio Yacht Club Games said it's so close to being done, but needs more time to polish combat and presentation. It also could be. I mean, we've already talked about this last episode as well. The stacked holiday lineup. Like, do you think possibly this isn't a Switch 2 exclusive, right?
No, it's on Switch 1, and I'm sure it's gonna be.
I mean, like,
coming
is
to
it?
Other...
Oh yeah, it's other platforms. Let me look it up really quick. I don't know.
It might be. I'm guessing it's gonna be Steam, Switch, and Switch 2, and then it'll eventually launch for other platforms afterwards.
Nope, it's everything.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
sweet.
So yeah, never mind. I think like a point that I have in our document is like, possibly they were a little worried, but I honestly think they just wanted to polish the game a little bit.
Yeah, Yacht Club is a very thorough and talented development team. I'm a big Shovel Knight fan. I even have the amiibo. It's actually sitting underneath my microphone right now. It's like my main one on display.
Yeah, that's awesome. They didn't announce Mina the Hollower amiibos. They did not.
I'm sure they're coming though.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'd be surprised. But yeah, genuinely think they just need polishing time. I'm excited. I mean, it's okay. I'm the lineup is stacked anyways. I don't think I'd have time to fit into my schedule if it did come out October 31st. But yeah, it's kind of late, don't you think, for them to announce a delay? Is it a little crazy?
I mean, maybe a little bit, but I'm sure that decisions are hard to make, and it's hard to finalize decisions, especially delaying a title that people are already looking forward to.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that they're thinking about it.
Yeah, 100%. I think they probably did it for the right reasons. And again, what was Miyamoto's quote? It's like
a delayed game is eventually good. A rushed game is forever bad.
Yeah.
Unless you patch it like No Man's Sky.
Or Scarlet and Violet.
Or any list of games.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But yeah, I think that about wraps up the show. Anything else you wanted to add?
Yeah, I would actually love to know what you've been playing lately.
Yeah, I love this section. What have I been playing lately, honestly? I've been playing a bunch more horror games just because it's closer to...
It's spooky season.
I know Steam Next Fest is like next week, is that right? But there's some already games that have some demos out. One of them, I forgot the name, let me pull it up as I talk about it, is a supermarket simulator, but you have to check IDs for everyone that comes in the store, and half of them are doppelgangers.
I've seen this.
Yes, and then if you get one wrong, they then attack you in your store like a classic horror game. What is it called? Low-key played it with 3 other people. It was 4 people in total. It was fun. I do think there needs to be some tweaks when it comes to just overall playing it. But yeah, I had a good time. I do think like when it came to like the jump scariness of it all, it wasn't really there. But that's also, if you do well in the game, you won't get scared, and if you do horribly, then you'll get attacked more often. I cannot find it right now. I'm pretty sure someone knows what I'm talking about.
Average closing shift at Starbucks. I'm just kidding.
One game.
Pumpkin spice latte. Whoa.
You're funny. One game I am excited about is Crash Out Crew by
that one's gonna be cool.
Landfall, and Aggro Crab. Oh, it's called Shift at Midnight. Is the game.
Yeah, closing shift at Starbucks.
But yeah, what games have you been playing recently?
I want to hear more about Crash Out. Actually,
Crash Out Crew.
Before we move on,
the demo's debuting on Steam Next Fest, which if you guys didn't know is basically just Steam hosts a bunch of indie developers who then release demos of their games to get hyped, to get wish lists. It's essentially it. It's basically just advertising what's next for the gaming space.
Cool.
Crash Out Crew is the developers are made by the same developers who made Peak. So it's again that style game, friend slop, whatever you want to call it. It's basically, from what I understand, it's Peak mixed with what's that one cooking one? Overcooked. Yep.
I want more friend slop on the Switch too, so bad.
They had content warning, but bro, that needs to come out sooner. Peak needs to come out. I'm pretty sure they're developing it on the Switch.
I'm certain. Game chat is...
Yeah. They got verified, Steam Deck verified, which means they have full controller support. So, I mean, like, it's only a matter of time before Peak and, all these other games are going to be on the Switch too.
The Untitled Goose Game developers are also working on I hate calling it friend slop because none of it is slop. It's all fun.
I hate calling it, but that's like... Yeah, I agree.
Friend games.
Okay.
Yeah. Friend games. So, other friend games. I think that Untitled Goose Game is making a hiking game that looks really cool and has like a really amazing proximity chat system.
Yeah, I did see that one.
And that seems like the perfect fit for a Indie Direct game. or Indie World Showcase now.
I really do hope that the next Indie World or, next Direct, we would get, again, like an announcement for Peak. Of course, there's like Lethal Company content. I just think all these games just work perfectly on like a Switch device. But,
I mean, especially because the built-in microphone quality is just absolutely incredible.
Exactly.
Like, it's really, really great.
Especially, yeah, no, it's good. Sorry.
No, you're good. I'd like to hear what you have to say, man.
No, I mean, yeah, that's basically about it, to be honest.
Yeah. In terms of games I've been playing, because I should probably get to your question. I've been playing The Elder Scrolls V yet again.
Mm-hmm.
I think we talked about this like freaking like 6 years ago, but I'm a big Wolfenstein fan. And I've been playing Wolfenstein: The New Order again. Just because it feels a little relevant to today's time and everything.
Yeah. I've never played Wolfenstein.
Oh, dude, it's really awesome. If you've got a PC, The New Order is like $5 on Steam. I think that you should give it a shot if you're a fan of shooter games.
Oh, you are telling me at the worst time right now because I get it just every 2 weeks. Yeah.
Wait, what's that?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's like every 2 weeks there's just going to be a new big Nintendo game. So
it's kind of hard to build a backlog. There's already kind of a backlog getting built for me because the Switch 2 is just getting so many cool games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Outside of that, I don't know. I mean, I've been playing more of my DS, so Animal Crossing has been in the cycle. I've been playing Hades 1 a lot, actually. I've put in more than 10 hours in the past couple of weeks, I guess.
Yeah.
It's in anticipation for Hades 2 releasing physically in November.
I was about to say Hades 2 days.
Yeah, Hades 2 is already out on Switch too, but there's a physical release that I want because the physical release of Hades always comes with a bunch of cool stuff.
Yeah, 100%. I think just, yeah, as you said before, your physical collection, and I completely agree.
But yeah, Hades 1 is awesome. The characters are really cool. I know that this is weird and maybe slightly inappropriate, but like they make some of those characters so freaking hot, man. I know that that's weird, but they're fully aware of it. So you got these super awesome well-designed characters that all are very engaging and interesting to talk to, with this really really visceral roguelite gameplay. Hades rocks. If you guys are try to play a cool game, Hades is definitely
I've played the first Hades. Haven't played Hades 2 yet. Don't know when I will. But I guess last game I wanted to mention, I played the demo briefly. I know a lot of people were talking about it because it's closeness to Legends Z-A. Digimon Time Stranger. Yeah,
tell me more.
It's if you've ever played an 3D Digimon game, it's somewhat similar, more open world. Of course, they innovated on it. I know of Digimon. I was very into the first gen Digimon, but other than that, I kind of keep up with it just because I know healthy competition is healthy. But yeah, can't really say much about it. There is a demo, so you could try it out. Beautiful game, looks amazing. At least on the on my PC. So I don't know how it'll play on other consoles, but definitely if you're needing a JRPG right now, definitely interested. Definitely
at this
good.
Exact moment.
At this exact
2 weeks from now that Persona 3 Reload comes out.
Or Monster Creature Collector like ZA. It's such an unfortunate time because I do think this is probably the best Digimon game to come out because they've been hit or miss. It's kind of like Sega, but it's been the best one that's come out recently.
You know what? I actually have been interested in getting into Digimon, and I haven't, other than the original anime that I watched a lot as a kid. You know what that Digimon digital
Yeah,
monsters,
yeah,
Digimon
yeah.
are
I
the
mean, that's the
champion?
one that
What
I
a
know
banger.
that's experienced the most with.
So like seeing like modern Digimon stuff with like these like hip young adults to like college age people going on adventures with these crazy monsters and doing stuff like that. It's a little weird. It's
I mean,
it's kind of jarring because I'm so used to the kids, I guess.
I don't know. The series definitely grew with its audience, and I think that's like the complete opposite to what Pokemon. I mean, now I think they realize that they could capitalize on that. But I mean, take Scarlet and Violet. Scarlet and Violet, what you play as like, I'm not gonna say kindergartners. You look like a kindergartner, but in these Digimon games, you could literally choose your age. Not really choose, but the look and style, where you could be, a younger kid, or you could be, a young
adult.
Yeah.
I would love an age slider for Pokemon. I feel like that's all we really need for customization.
Yeah.
Well, not like an age slider, but like an ability to customize
I think just
the way
like,
your character
being
looks
able
for height
to
and body size.
not
'Cause,
get
like,
locked. Yeah.
yeah, dude, I want my beer belly. I'm just kidding.
All right, but I think with that, we're gonna probably call it for the end of this episode. Yeah, if you made it this far, thank you guys so much. I don't think we're gonna be doing a bonus this time, but we got a pretty long episode today. What should they comment if they made it this far? Recite the whole
3 times.
the whole Digimon intro, the American intro for the first series.
Oh wait, yeah, the American Digimon intro, or recite the Bible in Japanese without breathing.
Okay. All right. Well, this has been We Speak Weekly. I am Crafty.
I am Lizard. Well, Drake, but
yeah,
Lizard.
I don't know what names to go by, to be honest. We'll
I'm
figure
in
that
my
out.
me skin suit right now.
Yeah, this has been We Speak Weekly. We'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.
Later, Gators.